the Washington Wizards, or what I like to call the Washington Redeem Team.
This is gonna be fun.
This is a complete redemption team. If you look at all the teams here, all the players here, they were either traded or injured last year.
Yep.
Spencer Dinwiddie was injured.
Yep.
And he made a lot of noise saying I should be worth a max, blah, blah, blah.
We'll see, man. ACL.
So, redemption.
I don't know.
KCP, I think he's angry that Kuzma did this to him. So, he's going to be angry. Beal, he's angry. He's always angry. He's going to be average like 30 again. Rui, injured, redemption. Thomas Bryant, injured, redemption. Kispert, he's a rookie, but we'll see. Benny.
Davis Bertans was shit last year.
Yeah, shit. Latvian laser my ass. He redemption year. Denny, injured, redemption year. Kuzma, ultimate redemption year. Harrell, he's angry, redemption year.
He's been angry since he left the Clippers.
Yeah.
Bro.
Gafford was also injured, I think, but he's a solid player fighting for minutes now. So this is the Washington redemption team, and there's a lot of different ways you can go with this. A lot.
You want to hear my starting lineup?
Go ahead.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Okay.
Brad Beal. Kyle Kuzma. I know Kuzma. We get carried away with the memes and the Shanghai. But I mean, not playing with LeBron might be the best thing.
Right.
In his career.
Because there's just no pressure.
Hey, don't be surprised if Kuzma averages like 20 points.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the potential.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that because he's become such a joke and a meme.
Yeah.
In like, because he played in the biggest market, Los Angeles. There's always spotlights on you. But I mean, if he puts the fashion down,
the fashion's down, puts down the turtlenecks and everything.
If he tones that down a little bit, his PPG might go up.
I hope. Let's say Washington is in for a playing spot.
I think they might make a play. Yeah, they'll be like 6-3. That's where I got him going.
As soon as he bleaches his hair, it's over.
Oh yeah,
they're done. They're not making a play. I'm sorry. Every time I call it every year. Every time he turns into Eminem, he's ass. Every single year. And he always does it in the latter half of the season for some weird reason. Always in the latter half. And it's just like, bro, your butt. Like, I somebody leave in the comments a link. I've been asking for this since last year. Somebody put me a link in the comments.
Yeah, let me get his
when he's bleached, his stats, and when he's not.
Yeah.
I need it because I've been trying to do research.
That's a good case study right there.
That's a great case study. Yeah. So that way, and you send it to him, bombard him, so that way he never bleaches his hair. Washington fans, do it, please.
At the 4, Rui. And at the center, if Thomas Bryant, if he's ready to go, he'll start. But if he's not, obviously it's Montrez.
Yeah.
KCP, I got him coming off the bench. But he's not gonna be like a bench rotation. He's gonna get some run with the starters. Like he's gonna be playing like 33 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Like that's what I see happening.
So yeah, this was another team I had a really hard time with. Just as you can see, because I consider Kuzma a 4. Because there's just I don't see him. Like, I don't know. Because Dinwiddie, right, is obviously your starting guard.
That's going to be a hell of a scoring punch. Dinwiddie and Beal in that backcourt.
Yeah. That's going to be nice. That I have a lot of hope for. It's just the rest. So, like, Neto, Aaron Holiday. They've both been... I like Aaron Holiday a lot.
I got Aaron Holiday over
Raul?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways. I can come up with like 7 different lineups right now.
I really like Rui. I feel like Rui's going to take a step up this year. Forward.
It still amazes me how similar him and Kawhi play.
I mean,
have you seen the side-by-sides?
I haven't.
They're so similar. Like, they move exactly the same way. They almost shoot the same way.
He's a little taller, too.
Yeah.
I like what I saw in the Olympics from Rui.
I like Rui.
6'8".
Yeah, and he's Japanese. I love Rui. So, let's see. Let me come up with... We should do this by situation. So let's do scoring. If I want scoring, I'm leaving this lineup. I think how it is.
Okay.
But you can easily switch out KCP and Corey, depending if Corey ends up being like a complete rotation piece to where he gets enough shots up and reps in to where he can be a 35% or higher shooter. So then, and he's bigger than KCP.
Mhm.
Kispert is 6'7", I believe, and he can defend. Like we saw in Gonzaga, he's able to switch
I think
1 through 4,
I think he'll get like 18 to 20 minutes a night.
which is good. It's good enough.
Yeah.
So you switch. You can switch either KCP or Kispert. It depends. Beal obviously has to be on the floor. Rui has to be on the floor for scoring. I don't know
You need him for defense.
because you need him for defense, and then scoring. I keep Thomas Bryant. If we go size lineup, Spencer, Corey, Denny, Rui, and Harrell or Gafford. That's the size lineup. I think that if you want that, like the biggest size you have, like by +6, by height, by frame, I think that's the best lineup.
You going Thomas Bryant over?
I'm going Gafford
over
like Harrell or Bryant for size. I think Gafford provides more interior defense than both because people forget Harrell's only like 6'6", 6'7". Like he's a small center.
Yeah.
And then Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant's a big boy.
He's a big boy, but he has no vertical threat. So I think Daniel Gafford fits that size lineup. Defensively, I don't know. Because Beal has always kind of like, is one of these guys where like, the defense doesn't matter. Like,
I think defensively, if you want to go that, you go KCP, Beal, Kuzma, Hachimura, and then like a Gafford or Harrell.
defensively? Oh, I like that.
Small ball 5 a little bit.
I like that. Shooting?
We ain't never seen Spencer Dinwiddie like as that guy. He's always been like the sixth man, the first like the guard, the scoring punch off the bench. So it's gonna be kind of how is he gonna integrate himself into like a starting lineup?
Yeah.
Because like those two roles play differently.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be the guy who initiates a little more. Because Bradley Beal, I mean, he's a scorer.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Shooting lineup. How would you go all shooting?
Dinwiddie, Beal, KCP, Kuzma. Who do you go at the 5? Do you put Rui, small ball 5? You can go Kispert.
I give Isaiah Todd minutes.
Yeah, but then you could also put Kispert and Davison.
Yeah.
So
I think small lineup would benefit this lineup heavily.
I mean, Bertans can run the small ball 5.
Yeah, he can run the small ball 5. That's what I was gonna say. Bertans at the 5, Kuzma at the 4. Kuzma at the 3, Rui at the 4, Beal at the 1, and then you run Dinwiddie or Neto.
Is there a way you can get Kispert and Bertans? Also, like Kispert,
if you get them both on the same lineup, I think you would have to put Spencer and Denny on the floor. I don't think you could put Beal on the floor. Just because he would take away the touches, and I would want more playmaking around those two, considering they're coming up down screens and moving a lot. So I would keep.
How about Beal, KCP, Corey, Kuzma, Bertans?
That's a solid starting. That's a solid.
Like, you just let Beal do his thing, cook on the ISO. Everybody else can shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, Kuzma kind of put the ball on the floor. KCP, let him stand on the wing.
That's solid small ball. Like, there's a lot of ways you can go with this. That's why I had a hard time with that.
And you can just flip guys in. Like, you want more defense? Okay, let's add Rui into this.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna be kind of excited. I mean, like,
I could see this going a whole other way too. Like, they completely suck.
Oh yeah.
They come out of the gate slow, and then Bradley Beal gets traded.
Yeah.
I could like, there's two ends of the spectrum, and they could hit both of them.
Yeah, right. And like, it's very. Again, I had a hard time with this too. There are a lot. We just came up with like 7 lineups right now, and there are still way more combinations that you could do with this lineup. Again, Scott Brooks got fired, right? Or did he get extended?
I think it's Ime Udoka now.
Ime Udoka, right? So.
Is it? No, that's the Celtics.
Oh, that's Celtics. I thought Scott got fired, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
Whoever the coach is right now.
Billy
Oh no, it's Wes Unseld. It's Wes Unseld.
Yeah,
it's Wes Unseld Jr. Yeah. I don't know how he is as a coach. He was on the
first time coach.
Yeah, first time coach.
I think he's on the Nuggets.
Yeah. First time coach, which
I don't know what his rotations look like. I don't know what his play style looks like.
Yeah, so that's going to be a question mark. I think it'll come down to coaching than it is more like coaching and lineups more than it is roster construction or like how we're evaluating them right now. I think it's just going to come down to coaching and what lineups work best, and they'll find that out like 30 games into the season. So I don't doubt they go 10-20 in the first 30.
Would it be wrong to say that they got better? I'm just looking. I think that I like their pieces more this year than last year.
Yeah.
Like Dinwiddie's solid. He replaces Westbrook. KCP, he's probably gonna shoot better. And he's not in that Laker jersey anymore.
You're right.
Bradley Beal. I mean, I know he gets snubbed for being an All-Star, but he's legit a 30-point-per-game scorer. Hachimura, two-way star in the making. And then you got Kuzma, who he has that potential to be a 20-plus scorer. I mean, is it wrong to say that they got better?
Yeah.
I think they got better.
I think they got better, too. I mean,
no disrespect to Russ. I think the haul they got for him actually worked out in their favor here.
Yeah, it did. And obviously, like, at first glance, it's just like, oh, yeah, the Lakers won the trade. But
I mean, you kind of look into it, it's like, oh, it's not that.
It's not that one-sided. There's like, good pieces around Beal, basically, because that's all you want as Washington. You want to keep him happy. I mean, like, the dude's only 28, I think, 29. Yeah. So, like, you just want to keep him happy. We just want to keep him as happy as possible.
And the media's been trying to force Beal out of Washington,
which
for the last 2 years. So
I've been wanting him to get out of Washington too for so long. I think he could serve so much better on a better team. But right now, this is easily 6-7, right?
Yeah,
6-7 seed.
Yeah, floor is like 9-10 playing.
Yeah, and you got I like this team. Obviously, they're not going to get any national TV games. You're not going to hear from them unless Beal goes off for 60 again.
Yeah.
Or Kuzma goes off for 30. But other than that, like, you have solid pieces.
Yeah, like those lines we're mentioning, we didn't even bring up Denny. And Denny still has potential to be like a 6-8 floor general.
I'd like Denny. Yeah. I like Denny a lot. So, like, if you go, like, all play, you can go any way which one. All defense, all playmaking, all shooting, running gun. You can go size. You can go just scoring. You can go a lot of different ways with this lineup. It's just, again, the coaching. Like, we need. I don't think we've seen. Obviously, we haven't seen Wes Unseld Jr.'s.
It's tough for first-year coaches just to come in and like win 50 games and go to the playoffs.
It's always tough unless you're Steve Kerr. But then again, he had Curry.
Luke Walton did pretty good with those guys.
Yeah. So I mean, like it all depends, I think, on.
But 5 through 8 in the East is like there's a lot of like it's fluid, you know.
It is very
like
fluid.
Indiana. Who else is there? Washington could be there. A lot of teams could be there. Yeah. See, I'm trying to think of other teams. So like New York's there.
Yeah. Who else is there now?
Well, the set in stone teams, I think. It's going to be Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. Well, I don't know.
If they lose Ben Simmons, who knows?
Yeah. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, Atlanta.
Well, speaking of Ben Simmons, let's just get over it with now. There are talks that apparently he might get moved to Golden State, but Daryl Morey's asking for Steph Curry or Klay Thompson in return. That's stupid.
Daryl Morey should just ask for Wiggins, Kuminga,
and Moody.
Yeah, and just take away. You're not getting Klay Thompson.
You're not getting either of those guys. Like, okay, you're an okay GM.
Ask for Wiseman too, but as for an established guy like Klay and Steph, you're crazy.
Daryl Morey is an okay GM, but that's ridiculous. Like, I could have trade. Like forced trade on freaking 2K.
I think Sacramento. They asked Sacramento for De'Aaron Fox,
which is enough. I think De'Aaron Fox is enough.
I don't know.
Like 1 for 1.
Nah, I wouldn't. Boom. If I'm Sacramento, I wouldn't.
I mean, if you were Sacramento, you wouldn't. But like on a 1-on-1, that's fine for me. That's fine for me, honestly.
No, I think they wanted like De'Aaron, Bagley.
That's too.
Is Buddy Hield still there?
Yeah, but
that's
like. From third person perspective, that looks fine. But like, if you're Sacramento, you're not doing that.
I was trying to figure out a way the Nats to get him without giving him KP.
Who? We'll get Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
oh, you have to go.
I mean, there was.
They're probably fucking so diluted.
It was like we can give like 2 first picks, like a Josh Green, a Tyrell Terry, and like Tim Hardaway.
Daryl Morey is so diluted. He'll ask for Luka.
Yeah.
He's so diluted right now.
Because like KP and Luka.
I don't understand. He has no leverage. He
could add Harden, man.
Yeah, Ben Simmons does not want to be there.
Yeah,
so you lost your leverage.
His coach and his co-star, literally after they lost, they said, I think we lost a game when we passed up on a free 2 instead of. And then Doc Rivers says, at this point, I don't know if we could win with Ben. It's like, I wouldn't want to play with you either.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to be here. And Joel is trying to save himself on Twitter now, saying that, like, people are trying to twist the story, blah, blah, blah. You know what you meant. You have been Joel Embiid for the past 4 years. Like, you know what you meant by saying that. Everybody knew what you meant by saying that. Yeah. And obviously that's what happened. You lost the game because he decided to pass the layup. And he did not attempt 3. He only attempted a total of like 3-4 shots in
fourth quarters.
In 5 fourth quarters. Like that's ridiculous. So we're going a bit off track here, but it's just a little angering for me. But Wizards, good young team, good enough to make play-in. Just on Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
If Bradley Beal was not here, this is not a play-in team.
No, definitely not.
But just because Bradley Beal is here, this is definitely a play-in team. There are like 7-8 different lineups, and I think it just comes down to coaching.
I got him winning 45-plus games.
Yeah, that seems right.
So.
That feels right.
I think Kuzma's going to surprise some people.
Yeah.
And get some credibility back.
Yeah. Do you think somebody gets moved, or do you think this is the same roster we see at the end of the year?
Ideally, I think I see KCP getting moved. Maybe.
Okay.
Like, they want to try something. They want to get Kispert into the lineup. They trade KCP to the contender for maybe a pick.
Yeah. I think they do make a move because, like, as we saw with... What was the team? As we saw with Charlotte. Oh, no, the Magic. Where they have a lot of good young players. And it's hard to find rotation minutes, so that you just have to make a move by getting rid of veterans and having them.
I mean, I think they want to make a run at the playoffs and like prove people wrong.
Yeah, if they want to make a run at the playoffs, if they look at this like we're doing right now, and see it's like yes, we can definitely make the playoffs just by schedule and everything. You're keeping KCP. Yeah. But if you understand that at some point halfway through the season you're like, no, then KCP probably is the first domino that falls. And again, like every single year for the past like 3 years, there's always going to be Beal talks.
If they come out and they're like 5-15, or they're like 10 games under 500 by the deadline, Bradley Beal's out of there.
Yeah.
So,
but
I think this is like the year. Like I could say that if they suck, Bradley Beal's gone.
I hope so. I really do because like I can't have him there.
We were close last year.
Yeah.
But I think this is the year. Like if they're not good, he's out of there.
I can't have him sucking anymore. Dude.
And they could package Beal and someone else like Kuzma.
Yeah.
And get a haul.
Yeah. So. And then like as we saw with the additions, there's all these 5 guys here, and like they could also report. Again, they're all in different jerseys because this literally what this team is. It's just like all traded guys or injured guys, so it's just a redemption team. And then they lost Westbrook for basically all these guys. So, I mean, leave in the comments if you who won the trade in your opinion after seeing us go through this in-depth roster evaluation and team evaluation.
The Lakers win it, but it's not far. Like it's not as lopsided as people think. Like
right.
It's super close. Yeah. Like it's super close to being equal than lopsided.
I think you just have to see like I think the best way to compare it would be if the Lakers win the chip this year, then they won the trade.
Yeah.
If the Wizards in 2 years are better than the Lakers, then they won that trade. Because the Lakers, people are forgetting this. The Lakers also have a 2-year window.
Yeah.
LeBron's not getting any younger.
He'll be 39 in a couple years.
Right. Anthony Davis is freaking in a 39-year-old body. And Westbrook's not getting... Is 34. I think will turn 34 this year.
Yeah, he's 33 right now, I think.
And so, with a huge contract...
Carmelo's on his way out.
It's a retirement home.
I mean, the young core is THT and Malik Monk and them.
Yeah, and Kendrick Nunn. So
I can't wait to get to that episode.
Yeah.
I'll let out my frustrations.
Yeah, we will. So yeah, please comment as to what are your expectations for the Washington Wizards. Again, do you think Kuzma has a redemption year? Because I know there are a lot of Kuzma people out there. So yeah, please leave in the comments. Again, please, I want to say thank you for all those that watched our Detroit Pistons episode, our Bucks episode, our Bulls episode, our Cavs episode, and the Pacers episode, because all those views mean a lot towards us. That just goes to show that our opinion really does matter to people, and it'll continue to help us and make more of these. So again, please keep watching. Please keep subscribing. It's the subscribers. Please
subscribe. 50. We want 50.
Yeah, we want 50 by the end of this month. Please. So yeah, as these videos goes up, please make sure to scroll down, click the big red button, and turn noties on so that way you get notified every time a video goes live. So yeah, thank you so much.